So today is solar eclipse day.
Hi guys! We're here practicing for church service. This is our team. I'll introduce you to them a little bit later. Or maybe right now because they stopped. That's Karina. That's Waicho. That's Angie. That's Claus. That normally would be Edgar. Adrian. Oreo. And my favorite, that's Victor. Let's do this. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, oh, hallelujah. Conocido amor, mi alma restaura, debemos se acaba, libertad del medio. You have to dance to come in. You're welcome. Hi. Are you subscribed yet?
I am.
All right, you are?
Cervantes
Okay.
vlogs.
Are you subscribed yet to Cervantes vlogs?
I am not yet, but soon to be.
What are you doing?
I did.
You did?
Hey, wait, I watched the video.
No, you gotta subscribe and like it.
Oh, I liked it. That was nice. All right, we got it. We got it. Hey, hey,
Subscribe.
hey.
Hey, hold-
Hey. Oh. So now you what?
now you push subscribe.
Woo! Bell, hit the bell. You gotta hit the bell, bro.
Hit the bell. Boom!
Yes! I did it. It's easy.
Oh, subscribe. Look at all this good stuff. Okay. Just hit that subscribe button. Boom. And then the little bell. Boom shakalaka. That happens when you subscribe, guys. If you have not experienced this feeling yet, you need to like and subscribe and push the little bell, and then you'll know the feeling.
I'm driving to go meet some friends to watch the eclipse. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, so many of you know that we are one of the few cities that are experiencing totality. Well, technically it's St. Joseph, which is by the Kansas City airport up north. But we're only about 45 minutes to an hour away from there. So we're gonna experience pretty much totality. And so it's gonna get dark here soon, and I will vlog a little bit about it. I'm gonna not miss it though. See, it's starting to get really dark outside. Well, you can't really tell, but it's getting dark. It's weird. It feels like I'm wearing sunglasses right now. That's how dark it is. Oh man, no, it's still crescent.
Oh, I don't think we'll be total down. Mike, I'm putting my $10 down. Okay. Bye-bye.
So the automatic lights turned on because it's dark out here.
Are you Facebook Living?
No, I'm a vlogger. We vlog these
This
days.
is my vlogging camera. Good job.
Yeah, there it is. He's going to capture it with a widescreen, so it'll show up as a spec, but it'll be in good quality. Look at that though. What time is it? It's 1:07, correct? And it's this dark.
108.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's so cool.
Whoa. That's so weird. That's cool.
Guys, I know you guys can't tell. Pretty cool. This is like the closest I can do right now. What you're seeing is the ring around it. And here we got what, like 88%, I think is what they said. And it actually does seem very dark. It kind of looks like if you have like one of those filters that makes everything kind of like blue. In real life, that's kind of what it looks like. By this point, I'm guessing you guys already saw it, so that's the exciting part. God is pretty awesome.
I'm in my future office right now. I've been working on this for a long time. My wife has been so sweet to help me.
Hello.
How's it going? So my wifey is so sweet. She's helping me paint my bookshelves because I'm terrible at it. And so it looks like she got the major stuff. It's coming together.
This is where he's gonna do all of his school.
So I'm actually excited because it's quiet over here. My kids are always jumping on my lap when I'm trying to come up with the next most inspiring story. In the future, just so you guys know, very few of you will know this, but I'm actually gonna do, or we're gonna do, daily devotionals. For those of you who would, want like a daily charge up, want to be inspired, I'm gonna do most of them, but Elise and Roxy and Victor will each kind of do, every now and then they'll do some as well. Because I know that when I was young, I would read My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers, and that really was, for me, it was a lifeline to have someone that's thought it through and help guide me in the scriptures. And so I really appreciated people like Oswald Chambers and others that had devotionals for me to follow. And so we're gonna do that, but since we're in the modern age, we're gonna do it in video form. So just be looking out for that. Probably won't be for a few more months. It's part of why I wanted to have a space that, well, I don't want to say sacred space, but it is sacred, because I want this place to be a room where I hear from the Lord and I'm able to share with you guys what God's speaking to me through His Word. And so, if you have any questions about that, how you can hear God speak today, I believe that God does speak to us today, and we'd love to answer any questions you might have. So just leave a comment, question in the box down there, and we'll answer it. But what do you think about that, Lisa? Does God speak today?
He does.
Tell me how. How do you know? Tell me a story of when God spoke to you.
Well, he spoke to me in a dream.
Did he?
When I was 12 years old. Yeah, when I was 12 years old, and I hadn't really given my life to Jesus yet. Had a dream, and in the dream, to make a long story short, Jesus was crucified in the dream inside of a church, and I was there witnessing it. It was really sad.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, but I remember I got to speak with him, and what probably the most profound part of the dream was that at first I didn't recognize who it was because it was dark, and I just said, I said, who is it? And he said, it's Jesus, and you are Elise Abigail Elliott, at the time, was my maiden name, and you will serve me. And I remember, there was a little bit more to the dream, but that was the most profound part. And I remember waking up weeping and knowing that God was real and that He speaks to people. And then slowly I began to hear that, what they call that still small voice. Now it's a discipline, because you actually have to learn how to quiet yourself to be able to hear. Sometimes we have so much inner traffic going on. There's a lot of traffic that I feel like it's increased even from when I was a child, when a lot of this stuff wasn't even available, that we can become so desensitized by so many voices around us that it's harder to hear the voice of God. But if we quiet ourselves for long enough, maybe throw some fasting in there, note to self, and ask Him to speak to us. He wants to. See, that's the thing. We don't have to beg Him. He wants to. He wants to speak to us. If we ask Him, He's going to be like, yes, of course.
But we have to be willing to listen, because sometimes He says things that the culture around us and our friends aren't saying.
Sometimes He says things we don't want to hear.
Yeah. Lord, help us to listen.
Oh, but He's so good.
That's really good. This morning, I had to pee really bad early in the morning. And so I went and took care of business, and on my way up back to bed, because I was tired, it was really early, I just felt what at least referred to as that still small whisper to get up and to spend time with the Lord. And it's nothing mystical, because it's not like I heard the audible voice or an angel visited me, but like I felt like the fear of the Lord, like not to get my phone, not to check my emails or anything, and to really actually just sit and what the Bible calls abide, which means hang out with God. And so I sat on my couch and I'm just like, Lord, you know, obviously in this life we don't get to hear your voice as often as we will in the next, but I'm here and I love you and I'm yours. And so I just kind of, you know, started talking to him like that. And, you know, he didn't say anything back, but I got to tell you, I felt like he gave me a peace. And we got to realize that though God does speak to us, he doesn't just speak to us in words. Mm-hmm. He speaks to us in actions and part of and feelings. Yeah. And part of that looks like him giving us the gift of joy, of peace, of love, of gratitude. I felt a really beautiful peace and a great gratitude. But sometimes we let the narrative of the hard times affect how we feel, but really we should be grateful in all things. And so anyway, I just thought it was a beautiful gift from the Lord.
Yeah, such a beautiful gift. We're so grateful. And you know, like it's easy to praise the Lord in the good times when things are going well. You know, then it's easy to be grateful. But can we be grateful? Like Ruben was saying, when things aren't going so well, we gotta still be grateful. Because the Lord owes us nothing. We owe him everything. We owe him especially our gratitude and our praise, regardless of our circumstances. Our joy can never be dependent on the quality of our circumstances. Be happy.